And let's make sure we're on. Testing, testing. We're going to make sure that this is working. Reason being, I recorded a whole 10-minute conversation for you guys earlier. Guess what? Didn't power the microphone on. That tells you what kind of day it's been. But let's go. How is your day going? Earlier, I thought I hit on some great topics, but guess what? I didn't hit the power button on this thing, and I have 10 minutes of me talking with no volume. Yeah. So if that can kind of tell you what kind of day it's been, yeah, it's been a day, but we worked through it. Okay. And so that's what I wanted to come on and tell you guys. With intention comes distraction. Okay. So anytime you do something like the law of gravity, right? You know, what goes up must come down. Do understand when you set your intention on doing something, you can bet there's going to be a distraction that tries to come along and stop you from doing it. So, today where I'm at, because earlier I was sitting at my grandmother's house. I was sitting on her beautiful porch, and I wanted to show you guys the, work that I've done restaining her porch. Okay. She's 98 going on 99, and she's a stickler for neatness, right? And so she has a new home, and the concrete was getting dirty, and just it was bothering her. Anytime a little dirt speck was on there, she was wigging out. Not wigging out, but she wanted it clean. So we were looking at different options, things that we could do to try to fix that for her. And at first we were going to paint it because the painting looked real nice. But in my research and kind of doing some thorough investigation, the paint gets slippery. Even if you do a skid additive, it chips. It becomes more maintenance than we're looking to do. So after looking at a few things, we decided to stain it. So I have video on that. I will be posting it to my channel. And I want you guys to see how we took her porch from to where it's at right now. But again, I was sitting on that beautiful porch when I did that 10-minute video that had no sound. Okay. So right now where we're at is in my garage. Don't judge me. It is a workstation in progress, but as y'all can see, it has its own little things kind of going on. Let me turn it around just a little bit and let y'all see. I got my little makeshift table over here. I have my nightstand that is going to be the next DIY. Okay. And so as you can see, I've already sanded it, but I'm going to take y'all along for the ride. I'm just showing you where I'm at right now. But again, it looks a mess. And you wouldn't believe that I just straightened it out. Okay. But we're going to do more tomorrow to really get it straightened out. So anyway, so we're in my garage right now. And I just wanted to, as I said, I wanted to come on and just let you know, as I'm going through this journey, okay? This journey of being comfortable, uncomfortable. Okay. I've, mentioned it in the first video. This is not my cup of tea. Doing these type of videos, unedited videos, because I really try to give y'all the raw, right? I do very little editing in these series of videos. Now, the videos where I'm actually doing the content of doing the DIY, yeah, there's going to be edits. But this journey right here, this particular series of for new creators, this is where you're seeing the uncomfortableness, right? I'm not deleting out the and the souls and all of that. Like, I'm not trying to make it picture perfect because there's really no perfection. And I really feel like that for myself. I'll speak for myself because I'm a new creator. So I'm going to speak for myself. I always felt like I needed to be in a certain space to start. It needed to look a certain way. I needed my aesthetics a certain way. I needed to sound a certain way for me to say, okay, now it's time to start. And like this whole series is just to be able to show you my process, what I'm having to go through again to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Okay. And I want to take you along with me. And so I think the best way to do that is not do much editing, not taking out all the ums, the so's, the camera falling. And, there's going to be so many things. Like I said earlier, I'm going to show you a clip. Matter of fact, I am going to edit a little bit in this video, but I'm going to drop the clip right here showing you me sitting on my grandmother's porch and I'm talking to myself. Okay. And I really felt like I was dropping some gems too. And but it wasn't scripted. I had no notes, so it wasn't something that I was going over where I can go back and say, okay, let me look at my notes and see what I was saying earlier. But I will say this because the message doesn't change. I'm doing this when I don't feel like I'm ready. And I really think that sometimes that is what stops most of us from starting. So I'm showing you the messiness of it all. Okay. So when you come here and you're looking at this particular playlist, it's the raw. Okay. It's the raw and rugged. You're going to see the bloopers, the blunders, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And so, but like I said, I'm standing in my garage because this is going to be the next project, because that's what Just Promise is. Just me doing the things that I love to do. So the nightstand that you're looking at here and the bed that you see over there, uh, this started out with me just wanting I wanted a new bed set first. Okay. But I got to going out and looking, and it was just like everything was over expensive and poor quality. And I was like, man, I already have some nice furniture at home. What can I do? I've never painted furniture. Again, I have flip houses, so I have painted houses, I have painted cabinets. And, again, I'll show you where I've painted the inside of my house. But, I'm by far no professional. And so I got to looking around and I'm like, you know what? I got something already. What can I do to make it better? And sometimes we always feel like we need something new. So catch this message. We always feel like we need something new when in actuality, we are not utilizing the resources that we already have in front of us. We think we need more. We think we need to do more. Okay. Oh, I do remember something that I was saying. We overanalyze. We'll do all the research. We'll keep researching, saying, okay, I'm going to start, I'm going to start, I'm going to start. And then what? Okay. Sometimes we get analysis paralysis. And what that basically is where we overanalyze everything and we never start on anything. Okay. And so this is to encourage anyone, whether it's content creation, going back to school, starting your own business, whatever it may be in your journey. Okay. Just start with what you have, start with what you got. All right. And make what you have work, and God will release the next steps. So, going back to this furniture here, I couldn't find anything else that I wanted. So I started looking at videos, and y'all know how the algorithm works. As soon as you look at one thing, several other things are going to start coming up. And start finding out that like flipping furniture is a thing. Y'all, I'm in Texas and these mosquitoes eating me up, but we're going to get this done. So, although I'm not flipping my furniture, uh, I loved how they were turning old and making it look like it was new. Okay. And so I was like, shoot, I can do that. Now, I will be honest with you. Life has been lifing since I started this. I know I did that bed. Let me make sure y'all can see me. I know I did that bed over 6 months ago. Okay. I took it apart with all these hopes and ideas that I'm going to, redo the frame, not redo the framing, but paint it and put new something material on it. Okay. As you see, it's still sitting there. The nightstand I probably started maybe 6 months after. And while we have made major progress, we're just finally getting to the part where we can get it done. Okay. And so life is going to continue to happen through your journey of whatever it is that you're needing to start. but it has to be up to you to be so determined to get it done that you don't let anything to stop you. It may slow you, but you can't let it stop you. Okay. And so that's essentially what's going on here. I have this furniture that I am finally going to start working on this weekend because most of my time was dedicated to my grandmother or my husband. He does pee-wee football, and so we had camp all summer. It's just been a lot going on, and I haven't really been able to focus on the things that I want to do. And so that's what I'm doing right now. And I want you guys to come along on this journey with me. So if you feel like you're stuck and you just need some type of inspiration, and that was also something. See, it's coming back. Look, look at the Lord, because I was talking about the thief of comparison, how sometimes we can see what other people are doing and we compare ourselves to them to think that, oh, because I'm not like that, I'm not ready. And that's not the case. You do want to look at other people for inspiration. You want to be inspired, right? By others. But you don't want to compare because you don't know where they're at in life, what chapter you're walking in on, how long they've been content creating. You don't have any idea like that. So for you to minimize what you have or where you're at as if you're inferior to them or you can't get where you may see them at, you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay, you are really not allowing God to do the thing that he wants to do inside of you. And my mentor, again, I've mentioned this before, but he's not my mentor, he's my mentor in my head, Myron Golden. He's always talked about, and it was so profound when he said this, but be, do, and have. You got to be the person to do the thing, to have the things that you're looking for. So if I never become that person that can do the thing, I may never have the things that I'm trying to have. And so, a lot of people get tied up on the process itself, but the process of becoming is more important than any of those other things. Because once you become who it is you are desiring to become or who God is calling you to be, then you will start doing the thing that you've been desiring to do or that God is calling you to do. And then you can have the things that you desire to have. Hopefully. Now, everything doesn't always work out how we expect it to. Okay. And maybe you're not a believer, but I am. So on this channel, I'm definitely going to talk to you about God. But by no means am I perfect. I'm a sinner trying to find her way. Okay. But I do know, as I mentioned, the seed is within inside itself. So just like that seed is in that apple you may have eaten today, or that mango, or whatever the case may be, same thing with you. You think that if he put it in an apple, he wouldn't put it in you? So I say all that to say that join me in this journey. Like and subscribe. So y'all, I can't even get it out. Like, subscribe to my channel, Just Promise, and comment. Let me know if there's some things that you want to discuss or some things that you feel like are holding you back. Do I know everything? Not by a long shot. Okay. But I have, in these 45 years, had to overcome some things as well, some challenges, some disbeliefs that I was telling myself, trauma. Okay. Which we all probably have dealt. I share some may have had worse than what I have, but you can overcome that. Don't think that you're not enough. Okay. So, again, follow me on this journey as I get comfortable being uncomfortable in front of this camera. And let's get this done. Hopefully, something that I say will move at least one person. If I can just encourage one person to do that thing that they know they've been called to do, but they've been hesitant because they have the devil in their ear. Y'all, these mosquitoes are turning me up. Oh, it's a bunch of them down here. Oh, yeah. Nah, and I'm not putting on no off. I don't like the way the off smell, but they have tore my ankles up just sitting here talking to y'all. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna get back in the house. Okay. If you in Texas, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna get back in the house. But like and subscribe. Okay, follow me, and hopefully I'll say something that will encourage you to take your leap of faith as well. So see y'all next time. Bye.